Hey everyone, welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered with Jurg and Jace. So to start this off, because I need a moment. It's been a week. Students are just, for those that don't know, I'm a middle school teacher. Students are insane right now because we finish our last day of classes is next Monday, and then exams for 2 days after that. So students are absolutely insane right now. Love them to death so dearly, but emotionally and mentally I'm just very much have been for the past couple of weeks, which has made it somewhat hard to do this to a degree. Like, I'm enjoying doing it. Like, once I get started I'm like, yeah, I'm good, but I've also just struggled getting myself started with a lot of everything lately. So I wanted to put that out there because, man, I just needed a moment to vent, and I don't have a friend right now in the room with me, so you guys are my friend for today. With that being said, also, sorry if the vibes are weird, but with that being said, let's go on ahead and read. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's relax. Hopefully, if you've had a long week or a long day, this is a good little relaxing thing too. Oh wait, hold on. Before I continue, I'm just clicking on a pen. I usually have a different fidget toy in hand as I read, so let me go get that real quick. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but one thing that does kind of keep me sane and my attention span going, I have ADHD, is I fidget spin. I have a fidget spinner. I know that's so 2015, 2016 of me, but I'm doing it. All right, let's actually read. Different from typical servants who say. I don't really remember quite what was going on, but we'll figure it out shortly, I'm sure. I do not quite understand, but do you think you would be able to explain Shirou's discomfort, Ren? Oh yeah, I guess I understand at least logically. You see, the master influences which heroic spirits is summoned is a servant. So because of that, master and servant tend to be similar. Oh, that's kind of nifty. Like, the pairing is pairing for a reason. For example, if the master is a noble person, they'll summon a heroic spirit of a similar disposition. On the other hand, a deeply scarred, traumatized person is likely to summon a servant with similar experiences. So that's probably why Shirou felt something off from Ryder. A master with a twisted personality might summon a vengeful ghost close to a heroic spirit rather than a hero. Gosh, gotta love English. A vengeful ghost close to a heroic spirit? Is this what you meant before? That's right. A tyrant who enjoys the sight of blood and does not think twice about killing. There are plenty of heroes famous only for their brutality, so it wouldn't be a surprise for someone like that to become a servant as well. ... Is that true? Now that I think about it, I smelled blood on Ryder, but I don't get the impression she was a bloodthirsty murderer. I just saw this comment before I started playing. Osanu David, of course, comment. He's really good about commenting. Thank you, Osanu. Really appreciate it. Osan, not Osanu. He was saying free Ryder, and I was like, oh, should I be concerned? Is she about to, like, is Shinji's abuse of Sakura about to be passed on to her or something? That's all I have on Ryder. There's one more thing, and this might be the most important point. Oh, okay, we're just doing a debrief in general of the whole Shirou thing, or Shinji thing. According to Ryder, there's apparently a master in Ryudo Temple. Someone is collecting magical energy from everyone in town. What do you two think of that? I mean, it sounds exactly like who we're looking for. Ryudo Temple? Are you talking about that temple at the top of the mountain? Yeah, that's the one. Do you know anything about it, Tohsaka? Her and Issei seem to have beef with each other, so I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, okay, never mind. Actually, not at all. I've never been to Ryudo Temple. I don't know what kind of master would be up there, but a normal one wouldn't think to set up camp in a desolate place like that. Yeah, I was pretty surprised when I heard there was a master at Ryudo Temple. Being there might not draw much attention, but there are a ton of monks living at the temple. We would definitely hear about it if they pulled something strange. Pool? They got pool game? I don't buy it. Even if it were true, Ryudo Temple is way out in the sticks. Even if they were to cast a net across Miyama and Shinto, that would be powerful magic, but a waste of magical energy. Even if they collected magical energy from such a wide range, executing such a large-scale magecraft would be impossible. Also, I feel like it would, like, you using that much magic to get that magic back seems like a waste of time. Tohsaka thinks for a moment, looking troubled. I'm relying on her experience here, so I can't interrupt her. Actually, Shirou's story is plausible. If that master is able to take hold of the temple, they would likely be able to execute magecraft of that caliber effortlessly. Huh? Do you know about Ryudo Temple, Saber? I haven't taken you there yet. I know, but she was here for the last Holy Grail War 10 years ago. She probably has some memories. Yeah, I called it. Have you forgotten, Shirou? I participated in the previous Holy Grail War. I know this town very well, and I know about the ley line that formed at the temple. What's a ley line? A ley line? Hold on. That's what's at my house. Why would there be two ley line centers in one area? They probably explained what a ley line was. I'm just at a loss right now. I'm brain dead. Goodness me. I don't know why, but that temple is like a sanctuary for mages. I hear all lifelines in this area flow towards the temple, so it is the perfect point to collect souls. A mage would simply have to tap into its natural flow to collect life force from the whole town. Again, I feel like me knowing what a ley line is would be helpful. It's probably been something I've said before, I just don't remember. I don't know, maybe like a magic hub of sorts? That's the first I've heard of it. But if it's true, it would certainly be possible for someone to steal life force from the entire city. So that area is spiritually powerful, right? That's just obvious. Otherwise, people wouldn't have built a temple up there in the first place. Yeah, what makes the ley line appear in the first place? Is it because the location of like what it is, because it's a temple, or was it already a ley line, so they built a temple over it? Of course not. Oh, of course not. Silly me. You don't have to tell me that. I figured as much. Temples and shrines have traditionally been built where there are gods to protect the town. Monks don't pray to the gods and Buddha to offer people blessings. Instead, their job is to seal up any areas that people believe are unlucky, to ward off calamity. So based on that, it's no surprise that the mountain where Ryudo Temple is located is a special place. Hey, don't tell me you thought Ryudo Temple was just there for show. What's wrong with that? I just thought it was some temple because there aren't any practicing thaumaturgies? Thaumaturgies? What's a thaumaturgy? I know I've heard that word before, but I don't. This is the episode of Jurgen just doesn't know what the heck is going on. Well, I know that's just general word, not necessarily a word specific to the story. I was gonna say something about the Ryudo Temple thing. I gotta stop yawning while recording, dude. It's eating me up. Practicing thaumaturgies. What's that? Oh, cool. They're people who help spirits go to heaven by means other than sutra, readings, worship, or prayer. An enlightened person can pull it off just through Shinto and Buddhist rites, but monks who aren't as experienced aren't able to reach that level, so they add their own powers to cast spells, like us. Wait, wasn't there a whole thing of like religion not meshing well with like the magic stuff? Or was it Christianity didn't mesh well with the magic stuff? Is that what was going on? Because like the priest that's her father didn't seem, or like she made comments about like he really shouldn't be involved with magic and stuff because of his position as a priest or whatever. There's an organization, those people here in this country, I don't know much about them, though, since they're nothing like the Mages Association. But more importantly, we should focus on the temple. If that temple's built on a ley line, masters would jump at a chance to seize it at their earliest opportunity. So why would other masters overlook it? Because Ryudo's temple's there. It's under surveillance, so it wouldn't be abused. All the monks at Ryudo Temple are real priests in training. They're not outliers like us, so it would be easy for a master to cajole people like them. No, that is incorrect. Rin, it would indeed be easy for a master to gain control of that temple, but the mountain is surrounded by bounded fields, which proves problematic for masters. So, well, a bounded field just has a different area of effect, depending on the type of bounded field play. So how do you know already what this bounded field does? Even though, well, I guess you taking place, or having a position in the past Holy Grail War, maybe it was there. Huh? A bounded field that would be trouble for us? Yes, some sort of thaumaturgy is at work which removes everything other than natural spirits from the mountain. It does not affect humans, but servants are quite vulnerable to it. It gets rid of everything other than natural spirits? Does that mean servants can't set foot on that mountain? Oh, so that means just masters can go up there? It's not impossible, but our abilities would likely be considerably weakened. I wonder... Ooh, maybe that's why Lancer is like operating from so far. Like if Lancer's master was the witch on the mountain, then he wouldn't be able to operate near her. So he would have to be far away anyway. So that would explain why he's going out and about. Granted, it doesn't have to be him. It's just a theory. Literally a game theory. The meme works this time. It is like receiving a command spell or order not to enter that place. Then how is the master at Ryudo Temple able to maintain their servant up there? Well, the servant probably doesn't stay up there. In fact, the temple itself is not under the bounded field. Wait, then what part was under the bounded field? Because I thought this whole conversation was just talking about that. I also hear that it works like a boundary. Dude, I gotta figure out why I yawn so much during it. It's literally like just when I record, I like start yawning. Maybe I'm like relaxing. I don't know. It works like a boundary which protects the temple, a bounded field which just repels anything approaching from outside. It has no other function. So, once you're inside, there's no thaumaturgy that controls servants? But that's weird. Enclosing the temple like that would cut off the ley line. There should be at least one pathway in, or wouldn't be a central point. So it's like a big dome around it, but the dome ends, like there's a smaller dome going around the temple that prevents the bounded field's effects from going in. How did then the servant initially get into the bounded field? Maybe they were just summoned there and like they haven't come out of there yet. That could be possible. There's also the possibility that this is Elena and Berserker. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, we really don't know much about them. They could have something to do with it. That is right. If you think in terms of the temple, it cannot refuse visitors approaching by way of its main entrance. Following this logic, it is my understanding that the main road leading to the temple does not have a bounded field cast over it. The main gate is the only place that does not have power to command servants like us. Okay. Wait, but that really seems counterproductive to have all that protection, but then have one, like, well, I guess with one way in, you kind of know what direction an enemy is coming from. Like, you can always predict where it's going to be, and you can set up traps because of that. So I guess that could be pretty smart. I see. I guess that's logical. If all the gates were completely closed off, the air inside would grow stagnant. So there's one main gate. That is all I can tell you. So please, draw your own conclusions. If you determine there is a master present, then there is only one thing to do. Go up that main road, baby! Take them head on. Fight them to the death. Bite them. Tug at their hair. Slap them. Slap them real good. Slap them on the butt. This got a little weird now. ... I know what Saber wants to say. Her eyes are telling me that since we know the enemy's location, we just need to attack. But I'm going to pass. It feels like a trap, and honestly, I don't want to make a move based only on the information we have now. I am kind of with her in that it does sound very trap-like. If we're going into the enemy's own base, we should wait until we know what sort of servant they have. That is unexpected. I thought you would be the first to suggest fighting. Insult me if you want. Archer's not back to his full strength, so I'm going to remain a spectator for now. Huh. I feel like she had like a lot of sass in that. Understood. Then Shirou, let us head over to the temple by ourselves. ... Saber is matter of fact about it. But I'm... I don't want to fight. No, I agree with Tohsaka. We shouldn't be going there yet. What? She's just betrayed. Oh, no, not you too. E2 Brute? Like, gosh, I didn't just stab you. What? Are you saying you will not fight either? You're not going up there by yourself. That is ridiculous. What was the point in me resting then? To defend ourselves. We must strike first, especially now that we know where our enemy is. I know that, but we need to wait, Saber. Also, literally, it's just one road. If we walk up the one road, the one path where they could be laying every trap known to man, pretty screwed. If the master at Ryudo Temple is so thoroughly prepared, they'll have set a trap for us. Rushing in without a plan is suicide. Tohsaka's right. We should at least wait until Archer's recovered. Yeah, because then it's at least like a very strong in our favor. Well, actually, I don't even know if it'd be in our favor because she has a lot of magic that she's been collecting up there. These are the risks we must always face. I do not expect victory without injury or setback. I know, but calculated risks. Even if the enemy's traps pierce my body, I can fight on so long as I have my head. Yeah, but I can't. Rin can't. So, Rin is very necessary in the attack force since she got a lot of magical stuff going on with her. Archer would be great. You only have so much mana to spare because, sure, if you get hurt, but that costs a lot of mana to, like, restore yourself. That just doesn't seem good. No matter how badly I am injured, it is worth the risk if we can defeat its master, is it not? What? Don't be such a fool! Who would ever say it's okay to get hurt? It's fine going in knowing the risks. I would think it's okay getting hurt if it was like the last fight or two. Like when you know you're not about to run a marathon. It's fine going in knowing the risks, but a suicidal mission, I'm not mentioning anything. I mean, yeah, no. Mission is stupid. As your master, I can't let you do something so dangerous. Going over to Ryudo Temple would be suicide, no question. The lone road leading up to the temple is sure to be packed with traps or obstacles, maybe both. I really hope, granted, it's not like YouTube really like has an eye. Oh man, this guy got 110 subs, so we gotta really keep an eye on him. But I wonder if saying suicide, even in this context, is a no-go, or if I need to be careful about stuff like that. It's one thing to go in expecting the dangers, but doing it without a plan to deal with them is suicidal. Because I know a lot of YouTubers have to like skirt around like certain words. No matter how powerful Saber is, she's still held back by my weakness. Oh, she's still held back, yeah. I would hate for her to push herself to fight and end up big dead. Like that again. That too. Being absolutely cleaved. Ooh, my pen just fell. On my desk. I did not think to hear you say such a thing again. Listen, master. Okay, cop and sass with me now. Servants are meant to get hurt. I will not allow my master to avoid battle simply for fear of that eventuality. Fine, it doesn't matter if you don't allow it. If you're going to keep being so reckless, I'll stop you as many times as I have to. If you don't like that, then hurry up and heal yourself. You're still not fully healed, are you? Not so much that it should interfere with my ability to fight. Delaying combat because you are concerned about a wound is pointless. Also, we adopted the mentality too, I thought, of like not fighting unless we had to fight. And she's not like hurting anybody. She's just kind of slowly getting some magic from everybody. She's not like... Oh wait, no, it's causing people to go into comas. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Saber just won't change her mind about fighting. Why doesn't she understand, no matter what I say? Because she's stubborn. Yeah, well, I'm not budging. You lost the Berserker before. Are you going to push through and keep on fighting so we both be defeated again? You've got to be kidding me. I don't want to get... Oh, okay, she got startled. I don't want to get killed all over again. Oh, she got... Maybe she's running away or gets like really upset. And then I expect Saber to argue. Instead, she just draws in a breath and... That was cruel, Shirou. She just needed to snap back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity. Her tone is apologetic. Yeah, because she probably is kind of coming to senses a bit. I'm sorry to be unfair. You're not being unfair, dude. This is like one of the most right-minded things you've ever done. But I'm still not willing to attack yet. I know I can't let the Master Ryudo Temple do as they please, but we're in no condition to fight. If we rush in now and are defeated, then who will stop the Master Ryudo Temple? I mean, almost like there's 4 other people that could go marching up there. Listen, we're going to attack, but only after your wound is healed and we're in peak condition. If you have a problem with that, go find another master. Dang, okay. Real harsh. Blushy face. Uwu. if Saber ever let out an uwu at any point in this entire story, I think I'd die. Understood. If Master insists. Yes, Master! Dobby be a good... What is it called? Elf? House elf or master? Whatever Dobby is. This is a terrible impression. Saber's voice is quiet as she answers, and then she falls silent. You got the point, though. It's almost like Mickey that I'm doing. Dobby suck. Dobby suck. Mickey Mouse. Our conversation ends there. Tohsaka and Saber both go back to their rooms. I'm left alone in the living room and find myself starting to regret what I... No, don't regret that. I mean, hard conversation, absolutely. Heated, yes, but like, don't regret it. I could have said it differently. So why did I have to say it the way I did? I mean, sometimes saying things harshly can get the point across. I mean, sometimes too, yeah, it is harsh, and like, for the sake of being harsh, not in a good way. That's, as a teacher, dealing with like disciplining students, that's something I have to deal with, is like, how do I, like, sometimes you just have to know your students really well, which is also hard too because you end up making a lot of initial mistakes, and then they start to like expect a certain kind of tendency from you. That's a loaded topic, but why was I only able to convince her with words that cut her so deep? She just doesn't want to lose. I think she's very much in this interlude. What what do you mean oh, like interlude is in between. I was thinking like epilogue. It's a quiet, windless night. I'm about to read poetry or something. It's past midnight. Darkness blankets the sky. Oh my gosh, it is poetry. The town itself is like a dark sea, illuminated only by moonlight. Overhead, the clouds move across the sky. At ground level, there's not a breath of wind. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just like overly describing the weather. Higher up, the air must be roaring as the clouds spin by. Dude, we could be describing anything right now. Why is this the way it is? There is at least some wind. Maybe she hears the inaudible wind. She mutters quietly as she looks. Oh, wait. I didn't pay attention to that voice at all. That was definitely female. She mutters quietly as she looks up into the windy sky. Oh, are we back in Rin? Oh no! We're Saber. Okay. Saber's point of view. The young girl known as Saber stands quietly in the middle of the yard, glaring up at the sky. Her golden hair is beautiful even in the dark of the night. She thinks these things of herself. Oh, how beautiful I am. Her clear green eyes remain on the moon as it flickers in and out of view. ... She glances toward the corner of the yard once. There is an old shed, not shelter. Her lord sleeps there. If you say you will not fight, fine. Please don't say, I'll fight it, and they go charging up there. There's a heavy clang. The sound of iron melts in the darkness without reaching anyone's ears. The moon hides and reveals itself once again. As the clouds above float past, the girl's appearance changes radically. Oh, right. She just put on armor. Solid, heavy armor. She can no longer be called a girl in her blue raiment. What's a raiment? Now she is shrouded in steely armor, woven of magical energy intense enough that it would overwhelm all others. In her hand, she holds an invisible sword, concealed by the same magical energy that surpasses human understanding. The figure, once considered undefeatable in the battlefield, proves that someone like her still exists in this day and age. Though her sword is invisible, the majestic air she exudes proves her exceptional skill as a swordsman. Is she about to charge? I thought our conversation was pretty like, oh, okay, yeah, I messed up. We don't need to do that. I'm afraid it's actually going the opposite direction, and she's about to be like, I'm gonna go up there and show him who's boss, and then we're gonna be down a servant. This is what oh my gosh, what has made her Saber? The hero of the sword, said to be the strongest of all the 7 servants. A knight among knights, who remains ever civil and acts according to her lord's will. Whatever the other heroic spirits may be like, she remains the ideal swordsman who would never defy her lord. Okay, well, this is hopeful. So why are we getting, like, geared up for battle? That instant. Oh, okay. Well, rip you, Saber. I mean, I guess we had to get the plot interesting somehow. She is here defying her lord's orders. Rather, she is not truly disobeying her lord. This is her way of bringing her lord victory, the result of her own determination. No, this is you being... Oh my gosh, Saber, you've been pretty level-headed all the way up till this point. Why... No, he's not being naive. You literally had like another master as well say like this is a bad idea. It's like not just a him thing. 2 people are telling you this opinion, not just one. He is too naive. If he continues on this path, it will only lead to death at another master's hands. But this master will never change his ways. Then it must be her duty to be heartless. If her master will not fight, then his sword must. We don't have to fight right now, though. My wounds have not healed. I cannot expect a supply of magical energy from Master. but that still poses no hindrance in battle. After confirming her own abilities, she returns her gaze to the moon. She has no concern for the shed where her lord sleeps any longer. Now that she is armed and wearing her armor, the only thing on her mind is defeating her enemies. The moon darkens. The moment a large cloud covers the sky, Saber jumps over the walls of the mansion grounds. Whoop whoop! She runs through the darkness. The silvery swordsman rushes through the sleeping town. She has but one destination, Ryudo Temple, sitting at the heart of the sacred mountain on the town's outskirts. I was gonna go for a couple more minutes, to make up for when I'd gotten up and stuff, to make it a little over 30 minutes, but I think this is a good place to call it. I'm kind of mad at her right now, like even just as a person. I know Shirou would definitely be mad at her at the moment. Um, but man, I was really not expecting this decision from her. So with that, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.